I have got the best foundation ever, and I am excited to share this with you guys because I am so excited when I wear it. Oh my god, I absolutely love the finish, the look, the feel, everything. I purchased these foundations, well, two. It's a mineral powder foundation and a liquid one. I purchased these last week, and I wore the mineral foundation alone by itself, and well, obviously it's a mineral foundation, you can wear it on its own, but I wore it and I loved it, and I love the feel of it. However, if I'm comparing it to the Bare Minerals I find has a better finish and lasts longer than this, but not saying it's a bad product. I also got the liquid foundation. It's the Invisiwear foundation. Now, because it says Invisiwear, you'd imagine it's like invisible, or it's supposed to be really sheer. It's supposed to be something where people with problematic skin like myself wouldn't be able to wear. But don't get fooled by it. I would say this is medium, well, light medium buildable. I'm more than impressed with it. There aren't many reviews. That's a not so good thing, because if you're like myself, I kind of guessed my shade, and thank god it's the right shade. So if you're slightly darker, I don't know how what the shade would be like, and there's a shade lighter than to this. There are only 5 shades, by the way, which I guess is good because you can most likely find your exact shade, but then it might be bad because, well, there's only 5 shades. So I'm going to show you how I would use these products. I'm going to start up with the concealer. Now, the concealer comes in a square jar like this. Ideally, I personally would have preferred if it was more open. So when I take the lid off, I'll show you. You can see that it has like an opening like this, so that's where the cap goes onto. Now, when I say more open, if this part wasn't on it and it was somehow like maybe the Illamasqua containers where the lid you can click it on and off, just because you can actually get a hold of the product much better. There's no way, like, I've got not exactly long nails, it's only a bit longer than what it normally is, and I can't press my finger in it without digging product out, which for me, I don't like that. I don't want to be putting, you know, my finger in and then I'm digging products out with my nails. So I'm using a brush. I use a round fluffy brush, and I just swirl the brush in and then literally apply it. Now, it's really creamy is the concealer, which I love. I haven't found that it settles in my lines. Now, when you actually try this on the back of your hand, you may think like, this is a bit too light. I mean, it's light as in the texture. It's not like, say, the Hard Candy Glamourage concealer. It's not like that. But surprisingly, this actually really covers well. Even though the texture is pretty light, it covers well. You can build up on it without it feeling cakey or looking cakey. So you can see how well that concealer has covered my under eyes. Now, me personally, if I just wanted a bit of coverage and to quickly put a powder on and head out of the house to go to a few shops, this is what I would do. I put this concealer on because it literally does match my skin tone. Now, I have got my light on and I've got the natural light outside as well. I am filming in the afternoon, so it's got a little bit dim. So this light may make it look like it's lighter than what it is, but looking at it in the mirror, it blends really well, looks really natural. It's not looking like I've got concealer on. Now, you can see I've got my blemishes here. I haven't touched them. I haven't put any corrector on it or anything, because I want to show you guys what it's actually like. Now, for the foundation, sorry, it's again F200. The packaging is like this. All the shades I will put down in the description bar below. There will be links to where you can actually buy these from as well. The packaging, it's just a regular like foundation bottle, and it's got the pump as well. The pump is slightly a bit stiff, so if you want it to squirt out just like a tiny bit, literally be gentle because it can take out a lot more. So this is the pump that I've pumped out. Now you can see in the back of my hand, it looks a bit lighter than what my hand is, but my face is not the shade of my hand. So like I said, I normally use my stipple brush, but today I'm using a flat top kabuki brush, and you'll be able to see how well this product covers. This is the one pump, and you can see how well it has hidden my blemishes, which are in this section. So in this section right here. Now this one was slightly bruised, and these are slightly going. So obviously where it's slightly bruised, because it's more of a purpley tone, that's going to stand out a lot more. Now you can see how well it has covered, and it feels, it's like, it's not tugging, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel like I've got something on. So I'm just going to let this sit for a bit, and then I'm going to do my second lot. Now you can see how well it actually matches with my face. And again, my softbox is on, so it may give that extra light where it kind of makes me look a bit lighter than I am. But I promise you guys, this is a perfect match. So this is my second application done. Now I would leave it to this, and then I go ahead and apply the mineral powder on top. But you can see how well it has covered up like my blemishes. It looks flawless, and I cannot get over how much of a perfect match this is. So how does it feel? It doesn't even feel like I've got anything. I'm literally wiping my fingers on my forehead. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on. It sits, so it's not, it doesn't dry matte, as in proper matte. It's more of like a satiny sort of finish. Now, do my oils start to shine through after a couple of hours? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4? No, it doesn't. I literally wore this, and I purposely took it with me to London to try it, just because I knew that they wanted to go out, as in my relatives. So when I did go out on the Friday, it was pretty hot where we were. Now, my sister wearing the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, she kind of was having to blot her face, and then myself, I didn't have to touch up, I didn't have to powder, I didn't have to do anything, which I absolutely loved. And she said to me, she was like, what on earth have you got on your face? Because why are you not pressing your face? Why are you not blotting your face? I guess this foundation controlled everything, along with the mineral foundation as well. The mineral foundation I'm using is M200. The container looks like this. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, just because I've been using the Bare Essentials one, theirs just work out, as for pouring out the products, it's just so much better. You can see if I tilt it like this, it looks pretty messy. It's like a sieve type lid, and then because I took it with me, you can see how much product has basically gone into the lid. Now, this I don't like, so you just have to be really careful. So for the brush that I use to apply this, it is the Bare Essentials brush that I normally use with the Bare Minerals foundation. Now, there isn't actually a particular way that they've said. So with the Bare Essentials, it's tap, buff, swirl. What's it? Buff, swirl, I don't know, you know the steps. So you basically swirl it in, tap it off, and you buff. That's it, swirl, tap, buff. Now with this, there isn't, they haven't told me, they haven't said, there's no directions as to how to apply it. Now, I tried the Bare Essentials way, and I was literally there for ages, like buffing this on, and I found it just wasn't doing anything. So what I do is I literally tap the brush in, tap off the rest. So literally pat the brush in, tap off the rest so it's not so much, and then I literally press it on and buff it over. So I use this more as my setting powder than I do as a foundation. So I guess it's giving me that extra coverage. And this is it. This is how it looks with the mineral foundation on top. So you can see it gives a really, really nice, flawless look. And I absolutely love this, considering it looks like my skin. It does not feel heavy, even though I put the mineral foundation on top as well. It does not feel heavy. It's not feeling like, oh, I've got something on my face and I really need to take it off. Putting these two on, I have tried it with the foundation with a not the mineral powder, so with another actual setting powder, and it lasts up to about 9 hours, and I do not need to touch this up. Again, with using the mineral foundation on top as well, it's the same amount of time as it lasts. I have no problems. I do not need to touch it up. After it comes to about 9 hours, so when I say 9 hours, I've applied the foundation at about 11 o'clock, and it's been late at night when I've taken it off. Now, if I was to have been going out, the only place where I'd have to touch up is my under eyes. That would be the only place. Everywhere else stays the same. This was a free blusher that I received for buying 2 of the products. This is Pretty in Peach. Now, all the colours of the blushes that Farah has brought out, they're supposed to complement the Asian skin tone, so bring out our natural colours. They're not going to be colours where it's not going to look natural, it's going to look pretty fake, like you've actually put on some blusher. They're supposed to enhance your own colours, so it'd be the natural colours that we normally have. So this is what it's like. This is perfectly fine. I mean, the blusher is beautiful. I actually really do love the colour of this blush. It's not actually a colour that I would actually choose to get if I went out. I don't know if I can actually probably heavily swatch it on the back of my hand. This is it right here. Now, it's not a colour that I would actually go out and get myself, just because looking at it you think, oh, that's a bit bright, but when you put it on, it isn't. It's actually really, really natural looking. So this is it. This is how the foundation looks, and how the blusher looks, and how the complete look is. I'm absolutely glad and thankful, and I don't know what other words I can say. I'm just absolutely amazed with the foundation, just because it lasts. It stays a very, very long time, and it is a very, very close match to my actual skin tone. So I feel like it's me. It is my skin. It is, well, me. I'm not wearing a foundation where I do feel a bit like, I need to pull down a bit of bronzer, and I need to do this, that and the others, just so then it matches. So I will put all of the information down below in the description bar below, and you can check it out. Check out the company, check out the brand, and I'm just so glad that she brought this out, because we needed this as much as there's MAC, Bobbi Brown, Illamasqua, all these companies. Unfortunately, we have to mix colours sometimes, and it can be a bit of a hassle, and not only a hassle, it can be really costly. Now, this isn't. The price is, for me, I would say more than reasonable. Yeah, so this is, it's really reasonable, and it lasts a very long time. It looks extremely flawless too, especially in pictures. That's with no flash. If you put your flash on, then you will get the white face. It does have SPF in it, which is really good. So, check it out. So this is my excitement. It has been one of my excitements, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So all the information will be down below. Do comment, do subscribe, press the thumbs up button, and don't be afraid to share my videos. Share them, spread the videos, and I shall see you guys soon. And if you've got any questions about the company, do leave me, like, not about the company, sorry, about the product, how it feels, and if you want to know something that I haven't already said, then please do leave a comment down below, and I shall see you guys soon.